And this is lecture 3, and I am going to start with what are fossil fuels. Under the fossil fuel, we will talk about coal, petroleum. Also, we will talk about petroleum gas and what is natural gas, how the formation of coal and petroleum takes place, what are the advantages, as well as we will also talk about the disadvantages of the fossil fuel, and the most important is how we will be able to reduce air pollution which is caused by burning of fossil fuels. Now let's come to the topic. Fossil fuel is a classic example of non-renewable resource of energy. It will also come under the category of conventional source of energy. Why it will come under non-renewable resource of energy? Because it takes, once it exhausts, it will take millions of years to replenish itself or to form itself. That's why it will come under non-renewable resource of energy. Again, since major of our energy requirement is met by fossil fuels, so it will come under the category of conventional source of energy. Now, how formation of fossil fuel takes place? Fossil fuel is basically formed from the prehistoric remains of plants and animals which actually get buried deep inside the earth. Now what happened? Due to some natural calamities like earthquake or your volcanic eruptions, these plants and animals get buried inside the earth. And because of the high pressure and temperature inside it results in the formation of fossil fuels. So when extracted or when drilled, these fossil fuels when come out from the earth, it could be used for burning purposes, and then it is called fossil fuels. Now in fossil fuels, when you will talk about, the most important one is your coal, the second is your petroleum. We will also talk about natural gas, and we will also talk about petroleum gas. Although petroleum gas itself is component of petroleum. Now, how formation of coal takes place? Again, very simple. Coal is actually a mixture of several components. Coal is formed when the plants and animals get buried deep inside the earth, and because of, again I am repeating, because of the high temperature and the pressure inside it gets transformed into your fossil fuels. It's very easy. But what are the uses of coal? It might come in the exam, it might be one liner only, the answer will be. So coal is used as a fuel for your first domestic purposes, like in your home, hotels, etc., as well as your industrial purposes. Second, coal is also used in generation of electricity because it is used as a fuel in thermal power plant. So it is used in where? It is used in thermal power plant as a what? Now the third important point of coal is coal can be used for the formation of coke by the process called destructive distillation. Coke itself is an excellent fuel, although it is expensive. Again I am telling you the disadvantage of coke. Coke is an excellent fuel and its calorific value is approx 50 kilojoule per gram. Please see your book because I am not remembering the exact value of the calorific value of the coke. But excellent fuel. Disadvantage, highly expensive. But more than that, coke is used as a reducing agent. I think in chapter 1 chemistry you have learned about, when you will learn about the extraction of, in chapter 3 in chemistry, when you will talk about how the extraction of metals takes place. So there it is used as reducing agent, which is used for the extraction of various metals. Now this is all about coal. The second topic that we will touch is what is petroleum and how formation of petroleum takes place. petroleum and how formation of petroleum takes place. By the name itself, petroleum means first is petra, which means rock, and oleum is oil. Means petroleum is also called as rock oil. Why it is called rock oil? Because it is found inside the earth crust, and the oil is trapped by rocks. So when it is drilled by using pipeline, and it is etc., this petroleum comes outside, and by the process of fractional distillation, I think that you have done in class 8. Fractional distillation, the various components of petroleum is separated. The various components of petroleum could be, your first is petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, your paraffin wax also. So etc. The various components, once separated by fractional distillation, can be used for various purposes. For example, diesel is used in heavy engines as fuel for heavy engines. It is also used in automobile sector. Petrol also is used in automobile sector. Kerosene is used in aviation industry as well as for burning purposes. Again, the petroleum gas which is obtained is used in your cylinders, which is used as a fuel for domestic purposes in the form of LPG. So now the next topic that we will cover is how formation of petroleum takes place. Since petroleum is also called rock oil and it is found under the earth crust trapped by the rocks, however, its formation is a bit different than that of coal. How? So petroleum is basically obtained because of the anaerobic decomposition or respiration of the microscopic plants and animals called planktons. Planktons are basically found in oceans or in water bodies. So what happens? These are microscopic bodies. In case if they are plant, it is called as phytoplanktons, and in case microscopic animals, it is called zooplanktons. So what happens when these planktons get buried deep inside the earth? The high temperature and the pressure which is present inside the earth transfer these microscopic living organisms into your petroleum, and when it is drilled again by the process called fractional distillation, the various component is obtained. This is how formation of petroleum takes place. Now the next topic that we will cover is what is petroleum gas. The next topic is your petroleum gas. Petroleum gas is an excellent fuel and it is basically used in your domestic purposes. Why it is an excellent fuel and it is better than coal? Because it does not leave any residue. जब भी आप कोयला को जलाएंगे, कोल को जलाएंगे, तो आप एक रेसिड्यू आपके हाथ में ऐश आ जाता है, and ash is responsible to form SPM, suspended particulate matter, and that is responsible for respiratory problems in humans. So that we will talk afterwards. So petroleum gas क्या है? It is an excellent fuel which is basically made up of butane. Carbonated compound में आप पढ़ेंगे. Formula of butane is C4H10 and some amount of क्या? Ethane and your propane. Again, I am saying petroleum gas is nothing but the major component of petroleum gas is butane, and it also contains very less percentage of ethane plus propane. It is almost smellless and odorless. So when high temperature is applied, it is liquefied by applying pressure, and thus when the pressure is applied, you can store that in your cylinder. This cylinder is sent to your home, where it is connected with the stove and used for burning purposes. But since I have already said that it is almost smellless, so a small amount of a substance called ethyl mercaptan is added. अगर ये नहीं मिलाएंगे तो कभी कभी क्या होता है कि गैस लीक करता है, तो you won't be able to deduct it. So a small amount of this compound is added so that you can deduct the leakage if it is there. आप क्या करेंगे? तुरंत ही रेगुलेटर को स्विच ऑफ कर देंगे. You will open the windows. You will give a call to the gas agency so that your leak cylinder or leakage cylinder could be replaced. Please precautions आप पढ़ लेना. तो small amount of ethyl mercaptan is added. Now why it is an excellent fuel? Since it has a very high, regarding petroleum gas, high calorific value. High calorific value, approx 50 kilojoule per gram. It makes it an excellent fuel that could be used for domestic purposes. Second point, easy to handle. It could be sent through trucks, store, as well as transport. स्टोर आप इसको घर में 1, 2, 3 सिलेंडर रख सकते हो. ये टोटली क्या है? सेफ है. थर्ड, इट इज अ क्लीन फ्यूल. प्लीज, इट इज अ क्लीन फ्यूल. थर्ड पॉइंट, क्लीन फ्यूल and it is smokeless. Why when you say smokeless, it does not produce any type of residue. And second is, burning of ethane releases only carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, although is a greenhouse gas which contributes to global warming, however, it does not releases any other toxic gases like oxides of sulfur, nitrogen or carbon, which could lead to various respiratory problems in humans. ठीक है, आपके पास कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज कर रहा है, आप क्या कर सकते हैं? ज्यादा प्लांटेशन कर देंगे तो दैट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विच इज प्रेजेंट इन द एटमॉस्फेयर कुड बी टेकन बाय योर प्लांट्स. लेकिन जब आपके पास ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ सल्फर, नाइट्रोजन इन केस ऑफ बर्निंग ऑफ कोल में होता है, तो दैट आल्सो रिजल्ट्स इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ एसिड रेन. दैट्स व्हाई अगर आपसे कोई पूछता है कि व्हाट आर द यूजेस ऑफ एडवांटेज ऑफ यूजिंग पेट्रोलियम गैस as a fuel, तो पहला लिखेंगे it has high calorific value, it is easy to handle, store, transport, it is smokeless, it is clean fuel, it only on burning it releases CO2, it does not emit any type of toxic gases like is oxides of sulfur, nitrogen or carbon. That's all. Today, again after 2 to 3 days I will send another video, and that will compromises of the topics will be natural gas, again disadvantages of using fossil fuels, and the third topic will be how to reduce air pollution. That's all for today. Thank you.